Crisis. It's something that we've all experienced if we've been alive in a human body. You all know what it is, because it's in those moments of crisis that I feel is a profound opportunity for us to wake up. I like to say that crisis is an alarm clock for who we truly are, for our true gifts, for our true selves to be birthed. Are you willing to embrace the power and the gift of what crisis might be in your life? I feel as though right now we live in very intense times in our world. So much is happening, from the economy collapsing and mortgages and, the stock market and terrorism running rampant around the world. These are really intense times, and it's easy to sometimes fall into a place of living in fear. But I say it's in times of crisis that we cannot succumb to living in fear, because if we simply succumb to living in fear, it's then that we are just hostages. We're just held hostages to our own mind. Right now, even in this time of crisis, what if we actually open to the possibility that this time of crisis, what if we open to the possibility that in this time of crisis, that there was actually a spiritual evolution revolution that was happening in our world, that you and I happen to be participating in, that you and I happen to be a part of. You see, in this so-called crisis that's going on in the global economy, in the workplace right now, it's as though all of those places, the stock market, our homes, our cars, our jobs, our identities, all those places that we may have placed our sense of self, our sense of security, our sense of confidence, our sense of safety, are being rattled. All those places in the external world where we may have really been holding on and deriving a sense of comfort from, or a sense of confidence from, you could say is starting to collapse, is starting to fall, is starting to become not so safe. So that being the case, the crisis that's happening in our world right now is actually a profound process, which if we embrace, is the invitation to go inside, is the invitation to let go of who we thought we were, to let go of those places that we've placed our sense of security, false security, and to go inside. That there ultimately is no real security simply in the physical world, because at any moment it can change, at any moment it can collapse. So this is a time right now that we need to go inside and really connect with who we are, really connect with the part of us, the part of our spirits that is free, that is strong, that is powerful. I like to say that it's in those moments of crisis that we actually find out who we really are. It's in those moments of challenge that we actually find out how much we're really capable of and how strong our spirits really are. As a human being, we are so much stronger than we may have imagined. So here are some simple steps to guide us through those moments of crisis. The first step is this: to actually take a step back, and breathe for a moment. And the second step is to actually come into the moment, to be fully present in the moment. So often in moments of crisis, we often go into a future fantasy. Well, what if this happens? And what if that happens? And what if I lose that? And what if... Well, here's the question. Is that happening right now? So often, so much of what we're making up about in moments of crisis isn't actually happening right now in this moment. So take a step back. Come into the moment right now and stay in the moment right now and keep bringing yourself back to this moment right now. The third key, accept what is. What is happening is what is happening. And resisting that, moaning and complaining about that won't actually shift the situation. So accept what is. The fourth step, focus on what you can control. There are so many things that are out of our control, that in the moments of crisis, it's so important to focus on, okay, what can I control? I can maybe make this phone call. I can send out this resume. I can send this email. I can have this communication with my boss or my friend or my loved one or someone at work. Focus on what you can control. The fifth thing really is stay in gratitude. Even in the moments of crisis, it's easy to focus on what we don't have. But I say it's more than ever in those very moments where things are challenging to really bring your attention back to this moment in everything you do have. Because really, if we're standing, if we're alive, if we're breathing, if we have shelter, we are radically blessed. So stay in gratitude for what you do have. And from that place of gratitude, take action. Take the action that you actually are in control of. And lastly, let go. Give up control, let go, and trust the lesson that that particular crisis is seeking to teach you in your life in that moment. So what am I saying? Make crisis your friend and dance with it.